Okay, so before you start the task, just ensure that you've got your paints and water jar and brush and everything is ready to hand. You can start this task by what's called priming the work area, and to do this with some clean water, just give the background of your design a light coating of water. Make sure the water's clean and just keep the water off of the design just onto the background area, because that's what you're going to paint first. The purpose of doing this is to help the work area take the paint, and it will also create nice sharp edges where you haven't used the water when you apply the colour, because the paint will run in the water. So carefully go around your design now, giving your work an application of paint. For the background of my box, I'm going to use a mustard yellow colour, typical of the type of wood that the Indians may have used, and apply this to each panel. So you're painting the background for all of the panels all at the same time, and in doing this, rather than working on one panel at a time, you'll do two things. You'll make sure that you've got the same strength of colour throughout the whole box, and also when you've finished the last panel and you go back to the first panel, it'll be dry enough for you to work on to the actual design itself. Most of the design will be used with black paint, so carefully paint this onto the design. You'll notice how I'm turning the work around as I'm working. And you'll also notice that my hand is always kept in the same direction. It's always coming in from the right hand side, and I'm turning the work around to assist me painting this work. It's a good tip for you to remember about using. For the thin, detailed parts, such as these ovoids around the raven's face, just use the tips of the bristles. And generally work through your whole area with black paint first, your whole box, before you start using colour. The second colour that I'm going to use is red. This is the main colour, the second main colour that the natives would have used. Black and red are the main colours, and I'm going to apply the red just to certain areas of the raven design, such as the beak, and then on some of these head dress pieces. Hold the brush very carefully as you paint. The next colour I'm going to introduce is green for the inside of the outer ovoids. And the final colour I'm going to use is blue, just to give a little bit of extra interest around the eyes. So the final part of your task is to obviously repeat that process throughout the rest of your design for your Bentwood box. And then hopefully when you've finished, your Bentwood design should look something like this.